Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Grand Wisdom. Peace, salutation, blessing and mercy to the Lord's hopeful elect who have been scattered in the four corners of the earth, who in these last days are looking forward to be delivered from the hand of their enemies and from these chains of darkness, which is his flesh. And we are living in the last days of the last days. The last days of this system, which is currently ruled by Esau Edom, the so-called Warman. And the Lord is about to make his second return, on this planet Earth, on his return, and when he comes, a lot of people gonna be in torment. A lot of people gonna experience hard time. Why? Because of their disobedience, because of what? Of their unruly behavior. Because they disregard the way of righteousness and follow the way of what? Of death, which is the way of wickedness. So they're gonna receive their reward according to their deeds. So as we see right now, we are in these times. Mosiah is what? Is making things happening all over the world. To the point we see governments, from different nations, countries, they are what? They're embracing this new way of life. They're exploring the way, the new way of life, or that new system which is about to be implemented all over the world. Which that system is going to be a digital system. Where everything is going to be operating digitally. And in order for that system to function well, they're going to come up with a technology which is going to be powered by AI, artificial intelligence, which is going to be by the way of RFID microchip, as I mentioned before. So you see, this is the news that I found from biometricupdate.com. It says, well, governments embrace digital identity register, foreign ID cards and bank partnership. From Luxembourg and Estonia to South Africa and Vietnam, government across the world are rolling out digital IDs, sometimes but not always in the form of cards, to serve a wide range of functions. So it's going to be financial, whatever avenue, it's gonna be all in digital. Cayman Island start partial rollout of ID register project. The Cayman Island will start partial rollout of its long-awaited digital identity by mid-June. The green light was given after the Caribbean nation approved the identification register bill in December last year. During the rollout, the country plans to draft a regulation for the identification register bill and the other piece of legislation called the National Identification Card Bill, which aim to create a digital identity register and a system to issue ID cards respectful. Regulation is expected to be finalized later this year. At same time, work will begin on establishing, developing, and testing the new ID register. The Cayman Island government said in a release. Let me jump down. So the plans, however, has not been without controversy. The initial plan to make enrollment into the register mandatory was dropped after pressure from the opposition. The program is now voluntary and allow users to choose what data they share through their profiles. So that's like now, it's voluntary. but it's gonna be mandatory all over the world in the coming near future. Everyone, in order for you to move from one place to another, you're gonna be required to have what? A digital ID. you know, and all this government from different country, they're gonna create a platform, to secure and share that information around, and this is called what? The system of the beast. This is called beast system. So I may jump down and say, what? Luxembourg to require a biometric ID card for foreign citizens. This is another country. It's foreign citizen living in Luxembourg with family member who are EU citizen will need to have biometric identification card from August. From August 3, the European country will no longer accept residence permits and permanent residence cards printed on paper with a photograph attached, according to the Luxembourg Times. Luxembourg has been issuing EW residence permits and permanent resident card in the form of biometric smart card since 2021. So everything is gonna be smart. Your house is gonna be smart. Your car is gonna be smart. That's what they call smart house and smart cars. It's gonna come with the smart cities. Which are the 15 minutes what? Cities, which are also known as 15-minute cities. Which are all those are gonna be quotas for that technology to function well. So this is what is going on all over the world. While in the media they show you all these type of follies and the what do they call, and the as a propaganda, including the so-called Pride Moon, and different argument that they put in the media to make you sleep, man. So as it goes on, the U.S. state of Virginia issued more than 3 million Lily IDs. The Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles has hit a new milestone after issuing more than 3 million Lily IDs, NBC reports. The Lily ID is an optional upgraded driver license or ID card that carries a minimum set of biometric and demographic bits of data to help government bodies and business decide if an ID is valid. So everything right now they say is what? Voluntary or which word they use again? Optional, but it's gonna be when they roll out the little one, the little technology is gonna be, everyone is gonna be forced, to the point people are gonna lose their life. Those who reject it, So as it goes on, so Estonia must update their ID software or be locked, and that's gonna come it's gonna be everywhere as well. People are gonna be limited to access different platform because of that digital ID. All in all, it's gonna be people are gonna be stripped from their freedom so they can they're gonna be stripped from their freedom so they can be allured or tempted to accept that technology, which is they're gonna say it's gonna come with different benefits. So South Africa Bank rolls out 400,000 smart IDs. The First National Bank, one of South African Big Four banks says it has issued 425,980 smart ID and its passport since its partnership with the country Department of Home Affairs. Vietnamese bank pilot chip-based ID card for authentication. So all these are platform, that gonna lead to the implementation of RFID microchip, which is a mark of the beast. They have they on the other side also they've been talking about CBDC, the programmable money, programmable digital currency, also they've been talking about healthcare system, digital healthcare system, which I come across. This is the article which I found from Inside Media Limited. It says details reviewed on £4 million digital healthcare hub. They say details have been reviewed of a new 4 million digital healthcare hub in South Yorkshire designed to help tackle healthcare inequalities. The South Yorkshire Digital Health Hub, led by University of Sheffield, aim to drive the development of innovative digital technology to improve the way diseases are treated and diagnosed by using data from smartphone, wearable new sensor, and combining this with NHS data and using artificial intelligence to develop the new clinical tools. So you see, everything is gearing to one thing, man. All in all, we are living in those times that the Lord has spoken about, through his men, the prophets, so we are living in the prophetic time, if you may believe. All these are going to lead to one thing, which is what is the mark of the beast, which is written in the book of Revelation 13 and 16, which leads, and he calls us both small and great, rich and poor. Say I'm read again, and he calls us all both small and great. The word he called us there is the main one. It's gonna make people, whether they like it or not, to what? To bow down to that system that Esau want to establish, to begin with a rich on this planet Earth, which is at NWO, New World Order, which is gonna be it's gonna be function through that technology that they're gonna come with, which is RFID microchip. So everything that you see, this different digital platform, all of them, they're gonna be integrated in one device, in one system, which is gonna come by the way of RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. As we see in the news, they create this avenue, these scenarios that people will have no other choice but to line up and take the RFID microchip. They have power right now, and they use their power correctly, even about, if we talk about food as well, they are trying to limit certain amount of food from going out, so it's gonna come to time, man. People are gonna be willingly, man, going and line up so they can have something, so they can be a functional member of this society, man. So it causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So they're gonna put that technology, that devices, which is gonna be in a size of grain, in a size of grain of rice, under your skin. It's gonna be in your right hand or your left hand, and also on your forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that at the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So that's what Esau want, a full control of you, in order for you to be a member of that system that Esau is about to introduce, to establish on the earth. Is going to require you to have that technology. If you don't take it, you're going to be considered as well outcast or Aryan, dysfunctional member of the society, I may say, which majority of these people are not going to be led to do that. Only the elect are the one who are going to continue in that integrity. Integrity not to what? To bow down in this society, in this system. So we see the things are happening all over the world. It may look like it's something to look for, but in reality it's a trap, man. This is the book of Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And that's what we do. This is our job. We have to. We are always in watching, so we can warn you, Israel, first and foremost, of the danger that is about to come on the earth. And the Lord answered me and said, light the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may learn that leadeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So now it may seem like it's gonna take long, because they have plans and time they set, It seems like it's very long time. It's gonna be long time, But in reality, it's not gonna be long. Soon it's gonna come. All the prophets that are written in the Bible is gonna be fulfilled soon. One of them being what? The mark of the beast that we speak about. And now they're talking about digital ID, digital currency, digital healthcare, digital driving license. All these they talk about smart cars, smart grid, smart house, smart cities. All this. If you understand, all this is working in one direction. It's working to that time that Mosiah has spoken about, of the hand of the society. Because once they introduce their NWO, that's the hand, the society is going to be ended. So the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. I'm going to read this book of Isaiah 55:11, which reads, so shall my word be that goes forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it. So everything Mosiah have said and document them in the Bible is going to come to pass soon. One of them being the mark of the beast. We see the infrastructure, the platform already set, but and it's only limited time. Something to happen, and then they could introduce it. So with that, I say shalom.